Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to your yoga class for the winter. So as I film this live, it's a couple days away from the winter solstice, and then after that is New Year's. So I wanted to do a flow and restore class with you. This is also called Vin to Yin. So we're going to build some heat, get our energy up in the first half of class. And then in the second half of class, we're going to chill it out and kind of relax into some juicy stretches. So let's get started in child's pose. Sinking the hips back, melting your body forward. Beginning to land on your yoga mat today. Breathing into the sides of the ribs. And breathing out into the hips, feeling them drop back. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, now might be a good time for that. Or maybe just connecting with your reason for showing up today, showing up for yourself. Let's all take a big inhale in through the nose, opening the mouth, letting it go. Beautiful. Begin to slither forward into Sphinx pose. We're going to come all the way forward. Forearms are parallel to each other and pull your hearts forward and up. Good. Feel free to take some nice, easy movement in the neck here. I like to circle my nose or draw circles with the nose. Can't really circle your nose. And then reverse. Feeling that lift in the heart. Softness through the face. Beautiful. Good. So from here, we're going to begin to engage the lower abdominals. So removing the curve from your lower back, start to hug the bottom ribs in. Good. Hold here. Pull the shoulders down. And then feeling that fire coming from the belly, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, forearm plank. Good. Feel you could pull your hip bones up and your ribs down to meet in that core. Careful we don't drop the neck. I know I'm usually guilty of that. And let's inhale here. Exhale, drop one hip. Inhale through center. Exhale other way. Just two more. Inhale. Little hip dip. Good. Back to your forearm plank. Drop the knees. Awesome. Already starting to feel the warmth. We're going to walk our knees back, and from here start to melt the heart back. Good. So if your forehead doesn't touch the ground, that's okay, but see if you can relax your neck. And keeping our forearms parallel, tendency is that our hands want to meet together. As much as possible, keep them shoulder distance so you get a good rotation in your shoulder joint. Big deep breath here. Good. Peeling up, taking your time to come into your first downward dog. Taking any movement that feels good today. And really spreading the hands wide, noticing that place of rooting down through all 10 fingers, and then the feet rooted as well. Beautiful. Feel that slight scoop that we found in the lower abdominals as we begin to tiptoe the feet up. Ragdoll, top of the mat. Hang it forward. So knees are nice and soft to start today. Just generously bend them. And I'm going to offer to you, if you'd like to, kind of swing your hands over to one side and then the other. So it's like you're almost like a little seaweed painting a little semicircle here. And then rooting down through the feet, scooping through the low belly, continuing that little sway as we come up. Be sure to scoop the lower abs to protect the low back. And feel this nice little release as we come up. When you get there, finding Tadasana mountain pose. Again, root through your feet, spread your hands wide. Feel the lift through the front body and the grounding through the back body. Let's take a big breath here, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose or mouth. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Step it back to plank and lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Feel the hips lifting high away from the hands. Feel free to bend the knees to feel the tailbone reaching up and back. On your next inhale, looking forward, stepping or walking up to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press down through the feet to rise back up. And exhale, hands come to heart. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Go with your own breathing. Exhale, fold. Step back at the bottom of the exhale, lower. Maybe chaturanga this time. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. You don't have to go super high yet. Exhale, knee to nose, and step it up. Low lunge, drop the back knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer, hands to heart. Good. Feel this right femur pulling back. Left hip coming forward. And then inhale, up and over. Find your prayer twist. Exhale, we revolve our heart to the right. Try to feel your breath here. One more breath. Good. Inhale, unwind, come back to center. Exhale, plant those hands, step it back to plank. Optional flow. Remember, we're going to chill at the end of this class. So maybe you work on building strength in the beginning of this class. But notice how you're feeling today. Always check in with yourself. So inhale, the left leg lifts this time. Exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. And when you're ready, coming up Anjaneyasana. Hands to heart. Left hip pulls back as we press into the left heel. Breathe in, make space. Breathe out to twist. 2 breaths here. Feel that ringing out in this twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, plant the hand, step back to plank, optional flow. Another option if you don't want to take a flow is to just breathe here in your plank. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, make your way up. Inhale to lengthen, go with your own breath. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, rise back up, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time we're going to swing the arms back, come to chair pose, nice incline here. Good. So shift your weight into your heels. Maybe you lift your toes, spread them wide. You've got it. One more breath in. Exhale, melts us forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, step it back to plank, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips high. Inhale, left leg lifts. Maybe you open up the leg this time, bending the knee, circling the ankle. One more inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, stepping it up. This time finding a nice high lunge. Good. Inhale, find your gaze forward here. And on your exhale, feel the tailbone dropping down. It's okay to bend this back knee and feel those shoulders plugging down. Good. One more inhale here. On the exhale, begin to turn on the back foot, ground the back heel. Hands come down. We interlace the fingers. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Keep your hips from shifting over to the left. See if you can pull your hips straight back, like warrior one. Crown of the head is pouring down towards the earth. Relax the back of the neck. One more big inhale here. Exhale, ground through the outer edge of the right foot, pulling the hands down. And release it. Cartwheel the right hand down. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Exhale, plant it down, step back to plank, optional flow. Inhale, left leg rises, or right leg rises, opposite leg. Good, yeah, you can open the hip this time, maybe bend the knee, circle the ankle. One more, inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly, pull that knee forward and up, and stepping it up for our high lunge this time. Ground through the right heel, inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, drop the tailbone, drop the shoulders down. Press into the front heel to engage this front glute. One more inhale. On your exhale, ground the left heel, opening up that left hip slightly. Hands rain down. I like to wiggle my fingertips sometimes. And I lace the fingers, roll the heart open, and exhale, humble warrior. So feel grounded in the legs here, hips pulling to the back of the mat. And feel that grace, that stretch through the upper body. Finding that balance between effort and ease today. One more breath in. Exhale, ground through the left foot, slowly rise back up. Release. And cartwheel the left hand down, right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, optional flow. Inhale to look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop up, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down to rise all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, chair pose. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So coming back to this incline chair. Good. And then we are going to shift the weight onto the left leg, picking the right knee up. Good. Then we're going to send the right toes back as we reach the arms forward. Big breath in. Exhale, pull it back, arms reach back. So we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's okay if that left knee is wobbly. That's what we're working on. One more. Good. This time we're going to extend, step it back, high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, ground the back heel, interlace. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Big breath in here. Exhale, ground to rise back up. Inhale, release your arms. This time we're going to open out, warrior two. Sinking down more so our hips open to the wide edge of the mat. See if you can find some ease here with that strength. On your next inhale, we're going to come into triangle pose, lengthen the front leg, tip the back hip back, reach it forward. This is a wider stance for our triangle pose today. Should get a good release in this left hip. Careful not to lock back in the left knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand down, turn on those back toes. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Option to stay here, or look down at that right wrist, step it back, side plank. You've got it. Breathe. One more inhale. Maybe you extend. Exhale, regular plank, optional flow. Good. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, that left leg's going to rise, three-legged dog. Feel free to open out that hip. Exhale, cross it over, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, use the core. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. We're going to step it outside of that left hand. Come down into your lizard lunge. Good. So, opening up the hips here. Feel free to roll onto the outer edge of that left foot. Maybe you find a twist. Maybe you come down to the forearms, or maybe you grab the back foot. Try to keep those slow, deep breaths even as we get moving more. Letting that breath be our anchor. Good, release it. Heel toe the foot in and shift it back, half splits. Good. I like to flex and point the left toe, but you do you. Good. Roll back through the left foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. We're going to come up into half moon. So I like to ground the left hand first and begin to use the right hand to open up the right hip. Good. Imagine you could pull the right leg, right side open. Support and ground through the left foot. One more breath. Good. Slowly rise up, one-legged Tadasana, lifting the right knee up. Tree pose, open the right knee. Make your way there. Good. Standing on the left foot. If the transition was not smooth, we'll have another try for it. So get to a nice bouncing pose on one foot here, and we'll take one more deep breath. Good, and then release. Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, chair. Sink it back, reach your arms back. Good, we're coming onto the right leg now. Inhale. Knee lifts up. Use that core. And then exhale. On your next inhale, we extend. Exhale, curl in. So we're at this nice incline. Find length as you extend. Curl in as you breathe out. See if you can keep sinking in that right leg. I know it's hard. I started to come up myself. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach. Step it back, high lunge. Whew. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace, ground that back foot. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out as you fold, humble warrior. Inhale at the bottom here. Exhale pulls us back up. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale to sink down, warrior two. Drop that tailbone, open up those hips. Find the effort here and find the ease. One more breath. Inhale, stretching that right leg out. Exhale, tipping forward. Nice wide triangle. Inhale brings us back up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand down. Turn on those back toes. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, you can stay here look down at that left wrist. Slowly step it back, side plank. Again, where can you find the ease in this pose? Maybe it's the top arm. Maybe it's that big buoyant inhale. Good. Exhale, regular plank, optional flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, the right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over. Use those obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl it in. Big inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, and step it up for your lizard lunge. Oh, this should feel really good. Your variation that you like here. Enjoying this moment of release. One more breath. Good, and then heel toe the right foot in line with the hips and slowly push it back, half splits. So feel free to take some movement here. Maybe you see what it feels like to really pull that right hip back or to flex and point the right foot. Awesome, rolling back through, ground that right foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Good, so we're launching up into half moon, but we're starting from this low position. So really ground the right foot, ground the right hand. I like to use the left hand to guide the left hip open. Good, even guiding the left ribs open. Nice. If you feel stable here, you might think of lifting up under the right rib to maybe lift the right hand. Slowly try to fly upward as we lift the left knee up, one-legged Tadasana, and then open it out for a tree pose. Heel to the inner thigh or maybe to the calf. See if you can drop the tailbone, root down as you lift up. Finding those opposing forces. Maybe you extend your arms. One more breath. And exhale, release. Tadasana. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. Exhale, chair. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee lifts. You've got it. Just 3. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find the floor, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, ground the heel. Interlace the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders down. Exhale, dive forward, humble warrior. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, rise back up. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, find that deepening here. Inhale, stretching the front leg. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Maybe you take a side plank. Or from our side plank option to lift the left leg, plant it back behind you about a foot, come onto the ball of the left foot, and then push your hips up. Reach the left arm towards the front of the mat. Little baby wild thing here. Lengthening the front body. Shaking off those winter cobwebs. One more inhale, enjoy. Exhale, knit it back together. Find your plank and optional flow. Beautiful. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. You've got it, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it up outside the left hand. Lizard lunge. Maybe take a variation you didn't take the first time. Good. Slowly push yourself up. Heel toe that foot in. Good. Option to come into this half splits position or tuck the back toes. Step the back foot in for pyramid. Good. So you're getting the same stretch in the front leg, whichever pose you pick. I just wanted to give another option. If you're in pyramid, really ground through both feet, especially the back foot. Good. And everyone bend the front knee. Find the left hand forward and begin to open up into half moon. Think warrior two in the hips here, or triangle in the hips. So we're opening. Good. And slowly come up, lift the right knee. Come into a tree pose, or maybe this time you cross the right knee over, sink it down, figure four chair. Good. If you're in your figure four chair, really breathe into the right hip. Nice, good stretch. And then we'll rise back up, mountain pose. Awesome. One more side, you guys. You got it. Modify if you need to. Inhale, we reach the arms. Exhale, chair, swing the arms back. Inhale, feel your weight on that right foot. And exhale, lift the left knee up. Inhale, extend. And exhale, curl. Find your focus on a point downward and forward. Last extension, breathe in. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, here. Exhale, ground the back heel, hands interlace. Inhale, roll the shoulders down, lift the heart. Exhale, humble warrior, dive it down. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale, pulls us back up. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, sink into that warrior two. Inhale, lengthen the front leg. And exhale, triangle. On your inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the left hand down, turn on those back toes. Inhale, right arm lifts high. Just an option for side plank. Feel free to stay in that lunge if you need. An option to lift the right leg, plant the right toes about a foot behind you, and then lift the hips. Come high onto the right, ball the right foot, reach the right arm towards the front of the mat. Nice, beautiful back bend, side bend here. Breathe into the front body, lift those hips. And exhale, knit the ribs together for your plank. Optional flow. I know I'm going to skip it. And we'll meet in downward dog. We all have to skip a flow every once in a while. It's important to listen to that voice telling you to skip the flow. All right, inhale, right leg lifts. You got it. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it outside of the right hand. Lizard lunge. Ooh, melt into it. Slowly pushing yourself back up, heel toe the right foot in. Option to come back into that half Hanumanasana pose, or coming into pyramid. So bringing the left foot in and up. Doesn't really matter which one you choose, but maybe play around with both. And if you're someone with really tight hamstrings, feel free to take a bend, especially in pyramid, slight bend in that front knee. Relax the back of the neck, take one more breath. Then we'll all bend our front knee generously, find the right hand forward, and slowly peel it up into our half moon. Think of your side plank here. Energy through the left leg and the left hand. Maybe you rise up onto the right, off the right fingertips, and slowly we'll rise up. One-legged Tadasana. And crossing it over, figure four chair. Pressing the palms together. Feel free to take your tree pose again if this pose doesn't work for you. And slowly coming into Tadasana. Awesome work. Great flows, you guys. Feel this mountain pose. Imagine you're a beautiful, majestic mountain. Then we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Come high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, we're going to start to lower down, bending the knees, reaching our arms forward, coming into a nice little toe squat. I know it can be scary. And then we're going to come into boat pose. So you need to grab the floor. You can reach forward. Ooh. And come into Navasana boat pose. All right, you guys, this is our last little fiery sequence. Hands to center, heart, big inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Or you can just, let's go faster. So inhale one side, exhale other side. Good. Let's take 3 more. 2, 1, and release it. Good. Shake it out, wiggle it out. Here, we're going to find our first yin posture, which is a forward fold. If you brought some props to class today, go ahead and grab them. I'll give some options for you. So if you have a blanket or a pillow, you might sit up on it, although we are pretty warm, so you might not need to. And then if you have a block, you might bring it under the forehead. I want to give you guys a couple options. You can do a butterfly fold, maybe a little bit longer today, or you can do a nice restorative Paschimottanasana, legs together. It just depends on how your hips and hamstrings are feeling. Whichever calls to you more, go for that one. And then melt the upper body forward. Let the palms be face up today to really signal that we are not pulling forward, that we are relaxing forward. So it's okay to have a really big round in your back. We want that little C curve happening, or big C curve, I should say. And once you get to a comfortable place where nothing is really pulling or too intense, see if you can just find your stillness. Let your breath slow down. Check in with the muscles of your face and let them soften. No more holding or gripping. Take 2 more slow, deep breaths here. And gently and slowly pushing yourself back up. Beautiful. Check in with the neck. And then we will come through. If your knees were bent, you can shake them out. We're going to come through to tabletop. You can maybe bring your blanket out to the side because you might want it. Come into tabletop and just take a little kind of circular movement, or a cat-cow if you need. It might feel good after that forward fold. Good, and then we'll come forward onto the belly for our next yin or restorative shape, which is going to be half butterfly. So that's why I thought maybe you'd like this blanket to pad underneath the knee if you have sensitive knees. I'm just going to let's all bring the left knee out. Left knee in line with the left hip. You want to make a 90 degree and then a 90 degree. And then we're trying to relax the left hip down, but it's not going to, for most of us, relax all the way down to the ground. And we are going to slowly relax the upper body forward. So maybe you make a pillow with the hands, or maybe it might feel better to come onto one cheek. So big opening in the left hip, or gentle opening, depends on who you are, and a little bit of a back bend. So for this one, really see if you can feel your belly inflate into the mat as you breathe in. And surrendering down as you breathe out. Notice if you're holding anywhere in the belly, and just see if you can soften the belly, soften the fronts of the hips. Take 2 more deep belly breaths in this shape. And then slowly, to come out of it, we're going to lengthen the right arm forward and begin to roll onto the right side, coming into our supine twist. So kind of roll onto your back. The right arm reaches forward and out, and the left leg is still crossed over. If you have this blanket under the left knee, it might feel good to roll it up a little higher to support under the knee. Or if this is too intense for you, you can stack the knees. You take a couple moments to kind of wiggle and find a good spot for you to be in for your twist. We don't want any pinching, so just find a comfortable place. Left arm can open up, right hand can rest on the knee or the torso. And we'll relax here for a couple moments. Sending your breath into the left side of the body, from your left rib all the way down to the left hip. Taking 2 more deep breaths, relaxing any tension between the eyebrows. Slowly unraveling and coming to roll onto the back. Shimmy yourself to laying on your back, and we're going to take a happy baby. So knees pull into the chest. Maybe you just rock the knees side to side, or you kick the feet up. Reach inside the knees for the outer arches, and then pull the ankles down towards the knees and the knees down towards the floor, lengthening the hip points down towards the back of the mat. Maybe you take a moment to find a little movement in your happy baby, which we normally do, right, in our yoga classes. Then once you take your movement, see if you can find stillness here. And just breathe. Any tension in the arms and the upper body, feel free to release the feet and just take a hold of the knees. You want to feel soft in the shoulders. Two more deep, full belly breaths. When you're ready, slowly releasing the feet down. You might take a little windshield wiper motion. And then slightly bringing the hips to the right. The right knee comes in, left leg lengthens out, and we cross the right knee over. If you want, you can bring that blanket with you to pad the right inner knee. And find your twist on this side. No forcing. We're done with that part of class. We're into the releasing. It's really easy to become distracted by thoughts, and that's what our minds do, they think. So if that happens, just bring your attention to your breath, to your body, back to the present moment. Two more slow, deep breaths. Beautiful. And slowly, to come out of this, we're going to reach the left arm up and begin to turn on to the left side, and then shimmying ourselves onto the belly, back to the belly for our half frog pose. I think I called this half butterfly on the first side. It's half frog. My bad. Making a 90-degree angle, right knee to right hip and right ankle to right knee. This side might feel way different than the first side, so just be aware of that. And find a good place for your upper body. If you had one cheek to the earth last time, bring the other cheek to the earth this time. And we come back to that melting, surrendering, belly breathing. Notice if you're holding in the shoulders or the neck, and just relax any tension here as you take two more slow, deep breaths. And then really be mindful and slow as you come out of this, lengthening the right leg back with the left leg. Maybe you shimmy the hips a little bit. Bring the hands under the shoulders and gently push yourself up and back. Feel free to take some movements in your tabletop, releasing any tension in the low back. Maybe you sink back towards a child's pose. Good. And then we're going to set up for our final resting pose. And I encourage you to really get comfortable today. So if it's chilly, if you're chilly, you can just use your blanket as a blanket, or you can bring it underneath the knees if you have a tenderness in the low back. And once you've got yourself set up, coming down to the ground. If you'd like to do legs at the wall as well, shimmying close to a wall and just putting your legs up and letting the blood drain down, that's another option you can take today. Or maybe you take a Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly, or maybe knees knocking in. So any shape where you can find some relaxation, find some surrender. Allowing yourself to not have to do anything, go anywhere, or think about anything. Letting all the muscles in your body become like mush, relaxing, releasing, and restoring. I invite you to bring your hands to rest on your torso. Feeling the rise and fall of the breath. Bringing your awareness back to your body and back to the room that you're in. Slowly beginning to take gentle, intuitive movements, maybe rocking one ear over to one shoulder and then the other, or circling the toes. Gently rolling over onto either side and using as little energy as possible to come up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to heart center, coming back to that intention you may have set at the beginning of class. And just noticing how you feel now. We'll seal our practice with a big inhale in together. And as we exhale, bowing forward. Namaste.